Good morning, friends. I hope you're having a good day. Let's sing our song together. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. The day is beginning, there's so much to do. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Good morning, class. What are we going to do today? Read, 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 write, 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 and think, think, think with all our might. Who's going to be my helping hand today? Who's going to be my helping hand today? The helping hand today is going to be Miss Hamley. She's one of our new kindergarten teachers, and you probably have some friends in Miss Hamley's class, and she's got some good news today, and she sent in her choice for the calendar. So let's do our calendar. January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, December. These are the months of the year. January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, December. These are the months of the year. And this month is...
Yippee! It's May 2020. Let's make a calendar.
May. Let's say our days of the week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yesterday was Tuesday, so today is Wednesday. Yesterday was May the 5th, Cinco de Mayo, so today is May the 6th.
Great job.
Today is Wednesday, May 6th, 2020. Let's move on. Wednesday and our 6th.
6th. Great job.
Okay, Carson has a birthday this month on May the 24th, and our last day of school is May the 15th. That's next week. We're here. We have, let's count today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 school days. And Miss Hamley picked the baseball picture. The little boy is daydreaming about baseball. Excuse me. He's daydreaming about baseball. He's at school. If we were at school, we might be daydreaming about baseball or thinking about playing outside, maybe spending a little extra minute or two at recess because it's so nice outside, but we do get to enjoy it at home. Okay, so let's write our daily news. We're going to start with the word good, like always. And good begins with an uppercase. Good. What letter is that? G. What two letters go together to spell 2 O's. Good. D. Skip 2 spaces to write morning. I'm going to start with my and then or, morn, and then 3 letters that say ing, I-N-G. Then I'm going to say today. Here's my 2. 3 letters that spell day are D-A-Y. Today is, we know that I-S spells is. Yesterday was Tuesday, so today is Wednesday. And what month is it? May 1. Yesterday was May 5th, so today's May 6th, 2020. Alright, Mrs. Hamley said, Mrs. Hamley has chickens at her house. She has chickens and she takes care of them, and they have a hen house and they have eggs. So she sent us a picture, and I'll put it in the comments, of Mrs. Hamley's chickens. Mrs. That's our abbreviation for Mrs., so it's got a dot after it. Hamley has chickens. I don't know if I have enough room for chickens, so I'll put it on the next line. What sound do you hear at the beginning of chickens? Ch, ch. Is there CH? Ch, it, and s, at, her, owl, there's our OU for owl, at her house. And house has a E, a silent E on the end. Exclamation point. Let's read that together. Here we go. Good morning. Today is Wednesday, May 6th, 2020. Mrs. Hamley has chickens at her house. I'll put a picture in the comments. Today, we're going to read a story called Fred and the Little Eggs. And you know, Miss Hamley has chickens at her house. She collects eggs every day. This book is by Julia Rawlinson, and it's illustrated by Jane Massey. Now, the kind of eggs that Miss Hamley has come from hens. We don't know if this egg came from a hen or not. We'll have to read and find out. I just got this book at our book fair that we just had when y'all were at school. Fred and the Little Egg. Her title page. Swans were nesting on the lake near the den. Fred hid in the reeds and watched them. So these are the reeds. They built soft nests of sticks and moss and laid large white eggs in them. Fred wanted to hatch an egg too, so he trotted home to the den. Now bears are mammals, so do bears come from eggs? How do I make an egg? Asked Fred. Bears have cubs, not eggs, said Mummy. Then what can I put in my nest? Asked Fred. Bears have dens, not nests, said Mummy. Fred still wanted to hatch an egg. He wondered if he could borrow one. He trotted back down the hill to the lake and splish-splashed over to ask the swan. The swan hissed fiercely as he came close. Fred jumped up, splashed backwards. He picked himself up, shook the water from his fur, and squelched back to the shore. I wasn't going to hurt it, he grumbled, stomping up the hill. I'd have cared for it just as well as a swan. He plodded into the wood. Amongst the leaves, a shiny acorn suddenly caught his eye. A teeny-weeny brown egg, thought Fred, but who is here to hatch it? There was no one hidden behind the trees. Fred began to hope. Nobody answered when he called. He gave an excited squeak. He smelled only flowers on the breeze and hugged himself with happiness. The little brown egg was all alone and needed him to care for it. So at first it said it was an acorn, but now he's calling it an egg. Maybe he just thought it was an acorn and it's really an egg. Or maybe it's an acorn and he's pretending it's an egg. I'll build you a beautiful nest, said Fred as he carried the acorn to the lake. So is the acorn really an egg? It's a nut. He built a nest of sticks and moss and settled the acorn into it. He very carefully climbed on top and crick, crack, splash went the nest. Fred landed with a squelch in the cold, wet mud with the acorn squashed underneath him. Are you all right, little egg? Asked Fred, scrabbling in the mud. He gently scooped the acorn up and cradled it in his paws. I'll build you a warmer nest, said Fred, trotting to a sunny hollow. He built a nest of grass and flowers and settled the acorn into it. He carefully climbed on top and chitter, chitter, chatter went a squirrel. I won't let anybody eat my eggs, said Fred with his fiercest stare. Bears don't have eggs, said the squirrel, poking at Fred's nest. This bear does, said Fred firmly, giving his rumbliest growl. The squirrel jumped, waved his tail, and scurried crossly away. With a bounce, bounce, bump, a baby rabbit tumbled into the hollow. Do you want to come and chase butterflies? She asked, brushing earth from her ears. Sorry, I'm busy, said Fred importantly. I have to hatch my egg. Bears don't have eggs, said the rabbit, peering at Fred's nest. This bear does, said Fred proudly, and so I have to hatch it. It's really an acorn, isn't it? With a skitter, skitter, skip, a little deer skidded down to join them. Do you want to come and jump sunbeams? She asked, shaking flowers from her fur. I do, but he's busy, said the rabbit. He has to hatch his egg. Bears don't have eggs, said the deer, nibbling at Fred's nest. This bear does, said the rabbit knowingly, and so he has to hatch it. The deer and the rabbit skitter-bounced away, but Fred still sat among the flowers. He sat and he sat as the sun rose high and the hollow grew hotter and hotter. He sat and he sat as lunchtime passed and his tummy began to rumble. He sat and he sat through the sleepy afternoon with insects buzzing around him. He sat and he sat until the sun began to set and his tummy was rumblier than thunder. Then he picked up the acorn and carried it gently all the way back to the den. Fred didn't think he could sit still for that long, so he looked at the earth thoughtfully. Did I accidentally skip a page? Yeah, I accidentally skipped a page. Sometimes new books, the pages like to stick together. My little brown egg won't hatch, said Fred, feeling tired and grumpy. That won't hatch into a bird, but it will grow into a tree, like that tall old oak, said Mummy. If a tree hatched under me, I'd bounce up to the clouds, said Fred. He put the acorn down quickly. You don't have to sit on it, you just have to plant it in the earth, like this, said Mummy. So I just sit here and wait, asked Fred. It will take a long time, said Mummy. I've got nothing else to do until tea. A very long time, said Mummy. Longer than tea time? What about bedtime? Much, much longer, said Mummy. Fred didn't think he could sit still for that long, so he looked at the earth thoughtfully. Will my egg be all right if I leave it? It will be safe down there, said Mummy. What if it gets lonely without me? Worms will tell its stories, said Mummy. I'll miss you, little brown egg, said Fred. I'll visit you every day. You'll soon have a little green tree, said Mummy. The little brown egg was silent. So Fred padded off to the tall old oak, which rustled its leaves in welcome. He climbed into the branches and looked down at the lake where the swans were sitting quietly. I'm glad I don't have to sit on my egg, said Fred, swaying happily. Far below him, safe in the earth, the acorn began to grow. There it is. It's a little baby tree right now. It was kind of like an egg. It had a baby tree inside of it. Have you ever thought about how seeds are kind of like eggs? But seeds are for plants. Fred and the little egg. Well, I like that story. Okay, let's do our ABCs. We'll do the letter first and then the sound. Letter is A, sound is A. Letter is B, sound is B. Letter is C, sound is K. Letter is D, sound is D. Letter is E, sound is F. Letter is F, sound is F. Letter is G, sound is G. Letter is H, sound is H. Letter is I, sound is I. Letter is J, sound is J. Letter is, here's my I, there's my J. Letter is K, sound is K. Letter is L, sound is OO. Letter is M, sound is M. Letter is N, sound is M. letter is O, sound is ah, letter is P, sound is P, letter is Q, sound is qu, letter is R, sound is R, letter is S, sound is S, letter is T, sound is T, letter is U, sound is letter is V, sound is V, letter is W, sound is W, letter is X, sound is X, letter is Y, sound is Y, and letter is Z, sound is Z. Let's do our sight words. Ready? Want, she, saw, now, they, put, there, was, be, out, then, went, home. Okay guys, I'll see you this afternoon. We'll read our next chapter of Junie B. Jones.